Let's get it. As Juan Cruikshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. So we do not teach you how to rise to the occasion here, folks. We teach you how to fall to your level of preparation. Top five Tuesday, top five ways to process feelings. Again, this week we're talking all about what feelings are, what they aren't, finding the right mix between facts and feelings. All right. So top 5 ways is a system that you have to put in place and sort of in a way system that you have to have in place so you don't make decisions just based on feelings and have absolutely no facts behind it. All right. So number one, first thing you got to understand is you got to understand what's at the root of your feelings. All right. What's at the root of causing you the joy, causing you the pain, causing you the happiness, causing you the sadness, causing you the anger, causing you all of these emotions that come up. You got to understand what the root of it is. And again, I'll go over all of these in detail when it comes to the live stream, but you got to understand what the root is. And then the next thing you can't make an emotional decision. You cannot make emotional decisions. You got to understand what the root is. So 1 and 2 work the same way. You got to know what the root is, and then you can't make emotional decisions just based on the way you're feeling in the moment, because that can ultimately lead you down a path that you're unable to get out of. And again, I can resonate with that. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that on the live stream. All right. So number 1 and 2. Number 3, you have to understand feelings are human nature. All right. It's human nature to feel a certain way about this, about that. It's just part of the process. So again, like myself, I'm a person that makes a lot of people feel a lot of different ways. There's a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of things that I have made a lot of people feel over the years in terms of just my personality, in terms of the way I talk, in terms of the things I do and what I'm willing to do for myself. There's a feeling that I'm going to always make people feel. So again, I have learned, it has benefited me because I've learned what human nature is all about. I've learned that it's human nature for a person to react to this when I say this, or react this way when this happens. All those kinds of feelings come up, and it's helped me in so many different ways. So that's number 3. Number 4, you gotta always be ready to move the fuck on. All right, understand what we talked about yesterday was feelings are they're very, very temporary. All right. Feelings are temporary. So whenever you're feeling a certain way about a certain person and about how this happened and how that happened, you got to understand that that is going to be a temporary state of mind. And if you're not willing, if you're not able, if you don't put yourself in a position, no matter what the fuck you're feeling, whatever the emotion is, if you don't put yourself in a situation where you can move on, then you're going to lose. Period, point blank, end of sentence. If you can't move on from whatever, and this could be relationally, this could be professionally, this could be whatever you want it to be, friendship, I don't give a shit what it is. If you don't know how to move on from whatever the situation you're in is, then you will not lose. You're just going to put yourself right back into the same situation that you were in before because you weren't ready to move on. Number 4 is very important. All right. You got to be ready to move on no matter what. And again, I'll get into some stories about that as I jump into the live stream later. And finally, number 5, you got to let the pain sit, man. Let that pain sit. Look, when you get a cut, you could either just put a Band-Aid on it and just allow the bleeding to happen, or you could take the rubbing alcohol. You take the rubbing alcohol and put it in there and make it burn and sting and feel that pain, feel the pain of that rubbing alcohol, really heal that wound. If you don't let it sit, let that pain sit from whatever the feeling is, then it's always going to be human nature for you to avoid the pain and avoid the situations that you need to be listening to, avoid the circumstance, avoid the people that you need to be listening to, that's here to help you, that's here to push you in a way that you haven't been pushed. If you don't let the pain sit, all right, that's the issue. That's actually the issue I'm dealing with right now as we speak. Is there's a person out there who's avoiding pain. So then instead of actually speaking to me directly about certain things, okay, I'm going to avoid it and think that the pain is just going to go away, which in fact it does not. It actually just amplifies the pain. It puts an exclamation point in the pain, and you're not able to get over certain situations. Again, I'll explain all of that today on the live stream. Again, just to recap, Top 5 Tuesday, top 5 ways to process feelings. Number 1, understanding the root of it. Number 2, do not make emotional decisions. Number 3, understanding that it's human nature. Number 4, you gotta be able to move on whatever the situation is. Number 5, make sure you let that pain sit for as long as it needs to sit for you to be able to properly move on and heal it. All right. So all that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. one-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one, Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.